Artie is another one of those Cars characters who I've wanted to get for years and just never really got around to until I found his re-release this year for 2022. I've wanted to get Artie's 2-pack with his co-worker Brian Feeclamp for several years. Brian was released in that 2-pack with Artie, and then the next year he was changed to be a deluxe when they gave him a single release, which was just a total ripoff. Now that I have Artie, I do really want to try to get Brian, and it turns out that Brian's deluxe and the Brian and Artie 2-pack tend to go for around the same price online, so, which way I buy Brian Feeclamp doesn't really matter anymore since I have Artie. Maybe I'll buy the 2-pack and get a second Artie to repaint. Maybe I'll buy Brian alone. It depends on what's cheaper. Or, hey, maybe Brian will get a re-release sometime soon, which I hope he does. Artie's been released several times, but not Brian. And I know that Artie has a few lines in the movie and Brian doesn't, but still, it would be nice if they released them together. Bob and Daryl tend to get released together. When one comes out, the other one often does as well. So, it's kind of unfortunate that it took until 2016 for Brian to get made after Artie was made in 2010, and yeah, who knows, maybe we'll see Brian again, but this isn't about Brian, this is about Artie. Hello everybody, and welcome back to yet another review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Artie from the 2022 Cars diecast line, so let's get started. He and Brian Feeclamp sit up in the skybox above the LA Speedway tiebreaker race at the end of the first Cars movie, watching a bunch of different camera angles, and of course telling Bob and Daryl different pieces of information. Artie specifically mentions the fact that Doc Hudson is still alive, and I believe he says some other things as well. So pretty cool to get a character who actually had voice lines. He was first released, as I said, in 2010. As seen in Cars, we got Dexter with Checkered Flag, Chick Hicks, Brad Windmiller, Spin Out McQueen, Dash Boardman, then we have Murray Clutchburn, and Damage the King. All of these are currently out for 2022, which is very nice. Nice to see it back in packaging where you could actually find all of the other cars available. Haven't gotten Brad yet. I own the rest of these cars. I got Murray this year. And although the re-release of Damage the King, I believe, has a slightly different expression, I don't think I'll be picking him up. I prefer how the original looks. But we'll just have to see. Anyway, here is Artie out of the package, and one of the first things you'll probably notice about Artie is the fact that he is slanted upwards, kind of like Snot Rod. In fact, he's very similar to Snot Rod. Honestly, they may be based off of the same type of car. I have my color changer Snot Rod just on the floor here, and you can see, yeah, they are very, very similar. Now, color changer Snot Rod is a bit lower to the ground. This part of him is a bit thinner, so he may not have been the best comparison. He's just who I had laying around. I did not expect these to be so similar. I believe they're supposed to be the same type of car, except Snot Rod is all souped up and modified. I feel like the angle to which Artie goes upwards in the movie isn't as severe as it is on the diecast, but if that's the car he's based off of, then I guess the diecast is accurate. But yeah, it looks like he's using Snot Rod's mold just without modifications. He has his headset there. Pretty stern expression, pretty good like news or broadcaster expression. I don't really like this thick black outline around his eyes. I don't know if that's a Thailand thing or if it was on previous releases, but I'm not the biggest fan of how that looks. On the side, it's all just blank blue. His back wheels are bigger than his front wheels, and even the wheels are very similar to Snot Rod, if not identical. Is this guy really that similar to Snot Rod in the movie? I honestly don't really think he is, but I guess they are meant to be the same type of car. He does have his license plate back there, which luckily has not been stolen from Snot Rod. It is O2U48, and you can also see the words Lock Nut above that, because why not? I guess that's where he's from. There is a look at the other side. You get a better look at the headset piece and how it wraps around. Of course, that is connected to... Oh wow, this is interesting. It's molded... It plugs into the base. Of course, it's not removable. But yeah, you can see where the headset is attached. It goes all the way down into the wheel well. Very interesting. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I know Artie isn't all that much, but he's still a character that I've wanted for a long time, so I'm very glad to have him. See you guys next time. Bye now.